Could VR games get so damn realistic that you can't tell the difference between the reality and virtual reality? Well, at the end of this, we're going to dive into a game, and that, my friends, is going to actually break your mind, because it broke mine because it looks that freaking good. Now, of course, before that, we're going to dive into some new games that we have on the horizon coming up very soon, as in early next month. So get ready to check out some of these freaking awesome titles. First up, we have Eye of the Temple. This is a room scale experience where you get to go in and use the best of both worlds. As this is coming to the Quest 2 finally, now you can be wireless and on a standalone device whilst using room scale to its full advantage. Now honestly, room scale is something to really genuinely experience at some point or another in virtual reality. Now of course, already we have a lot of experiences that kind of utilize it, but there's nothing quite like the experience of a fully utilized room scale experiment, because you get to really move around your environment, duck and walk around doing everything you need to do. Makes this thing really unique. And honestly, if you've ever wanted to feel like Indiana Jones going through a temple and having to solve puzzles and using your whip, that's a whip, and you get to use that to like defend yourself as well as do cool things within the game as well. Next up is Propagation Paradise Hotel. This game, oh my god, you know what? I was excited about this game and have been for a while because I love freaking zombie stuff in VR. I know it's a little bit exhausted, but nonetheless, I still love it. When we get like a new Saints and Sinners, hype, can't wait to get into those things. And this is absolutely no different, except for this has that horror element to it as well, which is making it really exciting. And now for the exciting news, this is coming to Quest 2, PC VR, and PSVR 2. I am so freaking pumped to be able to play this on the PSVR 2, which is of course my weapon of choice these days because of those freaking controllers. They make me go, oh baby. This what the hell was that? This is definitely the way to experience it that I'm looking forward to. That high fidelity controllers, haptics, good stuff all round. Nonetheless though, the fact that this is coming to a multi-platform release all at once is making me just so excited. I love seeing this because no one's held back. Doesn't matter what cool VR device you have, whether you're a Quest 2 user, a PC VR user, or of course a PSVR 2 user, ain't nobody left behind for an awesome game like this. Getting in there for a horror experience with zombies, exploring around the hotel, bit of puzzle solving, bit of scary. This is right up my alley. I cannot wait to experience this, and I will 100% be covering it on the channel. So keep your eyes peeled if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about this, as I will have more to share very soon. Next up is Firmament. That is going to be coming our way very soon. Now this is a really cool looking puzzle solver, and honestly it looks stunning. I cannot wait for this. I know that it's coming to PSVR 2 soon. I don't think it released though. I think first of all it's going to be PC and Quest 2. Don't quote me on that though, but I'm pretty damn sure I'm correct. This game looks freaking stunning. I absolutely can't wait to experience this, and it comes from very experienced developers and other puzzle solvers as well. So this is something that I'm going to be excited for. I really want to cover this on the channel. I should be covering this on the channel, and I'm very excited. Now, I know I've said I'm covering this on the channel, but I'm a VR channel. I'm covering all of these things, of course, but I do want your opinions down below. Which ones are you hyped to see me play? Which ones are you interested to sort of like learn a little bit more about? And which ones are on your wish lists? Let me know. But now we dive into the hype factor of this video, Unrecord. This game has been blowing up the internet for a little bit now, and honestly there's a good reason why. So the reason this game's been breaking the internet for a little bit is because people genuinely thought this was real. People were like dissecting this. Is this real? Is it not? It's been popping off on Twitter, been popping off on YouTube. At this point now you can actually go in and play a demo for yourself. It's definitely real. The reason this game looks so freaking amazing is because of the fact that it's using like the newest engines and making it look freaking tasty nice. Now this is super cool because it's shot from that body cam footage sort of style angle, which is kind of like the bit that I think really sells this whole thing. But then it got even cooler. Now that's already freaking fascinating, and at this point I already saw everyone in the VR space being like, man alive, can you imagine this in VR? Can you imagine if this came to VR, this realistic looking game? Now the exciting part is that Flat to VR actually ended up posting a video showing off that they got this working with the Prey Dog mod. This is silly exciting news. Okay, so if you're unaware of what this is, Flat to VR are making something called the Prey Dog Universal Injector. This works with anything U4 to U5 games that are run on that engine. This is huge news, basically turning any game that runs on those engines into a VR game. They're even working on having motion controllers implemented into this thing as well. It's basically going to be something super futuristic where we can turn PC games into VR games very simply, and it can be done really freaking well. Now, what's cool about this is they use the PreyDog mod to inject it into Unrecord and turn that game into a freaking VR game, which is super, super exciting. So not only did they do that, but they actually showed all of this footage of them going around in VR. Now, at the moment, they don't have motion controls in there. They just have the head movements and they're just looking around the environment. You can see in the video that, of course, now you've lost the body cam footage of that, but that's fine because now your footage is your eyes, which is insane. Now essentially you're playing that character. I'd love to see them add a spectator cam to that as well, so that you still had the body cam footage. Can you imagine if you could mix the two together? That would be oof. That would be a very, very spicy video that I would want to be a part of. Of course, though, what's really exciting about this is seeing that we could have this level of photorealism coming into virtual reality. It is freaking possible, which is just freaking mad. Like, it gets me so excited, man. I'm saying freaking a lot because I want to swear, okay? But I can't swear because this is YouTube these days. But it's so exciting to be able to see this actually like that. I'd love your opinions down below. Like, what are you thinking when you're looking at this footage? Because for me, I'm looking at like, man, is PC VR about to make that next step forward again? Is PC VR going to get back on top of things? Is it going to be the OG of gaming coming back, making its comeback kid fight? Because if this PreyDog mod injector freaking actually pays off and this all really does work and it's as legit as it's been shown to be, this could be one of the biggest things for VR. Because imagine turning your library of games that you already own into VR games and be able to re-experience them in the way that we love to play games as VR people. Whoo-wee, man, it would be so freaking amazing, and I have my fingers crossed for this. Now, I've been aware of the PreyDog mod injector for a while now because they've been promoting it, speaking about it. It's like 300 odd games they've got working with it so far. It's not available to public just yet, but it's supposed to be coming out this year and available to people to use. Like I say, I've been aware of it for a while, but I haven't really been paying too much attention to it because I kind of like, honestly, I'm not that deep in the modding scene. As you can tell from the channel, I don't really mess around with a lot of mods for VR games. Normally they're very finicky, a lot of messing around, and then by the time you get them working, there's like this certain level of jank that comes with it. So I tend to steer clear of those sorts of experiences, but if it becomes as easy as what this is looking to be, then I am really, really excited to be able to give this a go. Of course, I will be covering this on the channel once it finally comes up. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you for watching. Peace out. I've been Rhys the King, bringing you some VR news. We still need to name this show. I'm getting good suggestions from you guys from the other videos. Again, let me know suggestions for this in the comments down below. What should we call this VR news show, man? A lot of people are saying like King elements to it. A lot of people are saying VR elements to it. Let me know. The Kingly News. Doesn't sound right. We've got to work on this. Let's get a freaking dope name together. And of course, I'll shout out anyone who actually comes up with a name for this thing. Peace out. Catch you in the next one. Bye.